Wellness Wednesday is a health program on COPUSA Radio. I will be the host. My name is Mrs. Margaret Ofori. I am also a licensed health minister. The goal of this program is to educate, inspire, and encourage healthy eating for a vibrant life. I will be doing practical teachings and demonstration on how to cook healthy food every week. I invite you to tune in to COPUSA Radio on Facebook every Wednesday, 5 to 6 EST time. Additionally, I am the author of the book, When Food Becomes Poison, my own personal journey to weight loss and wellness. If you want to order a copy of the book, see the email down below. Also, if you have any testimonies on how this program has been a blessing to you, send your information or your story to this email down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for special videos on Maggie's Wellness Corner. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and your life will never be the same. God bless you. Wellness Wednesday is a health program on COPUSA Radio. I will be the host. My name is Mrs. Margaret Ofori. I am also a licensed health minister. The goal of this program is to educate, inspire, and encourage healthy eating for a vibrant life. I will be doing practical teachings and demonstration on how to cook healthy food every week. I invite you to tune in to COPUSA Radio on Facebook every Wednesday, 5 to 6 EST time. Additionally, I am the author of the book, When Food Becomes Poison, my own personal journey to weight loss and wellness. If you want to order a copy of the book, see the email down below. Also, if you have any testimonies on how this program has been a blessing to you, send your information or your story to this email down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for special videos on Maggie's Wellness Corner. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and your life will never be the same. God bless you. Hello. You are so welcome. Today is another Wednesday, and this is the day the Lord has made for us. We are so glad we are alive. Be thankful to God. You are welcome to Wellness Wednesday. This is the place where we talk about healthy eating and lifestyle changes. So you are all welcome, our audience. We appreciate you. Those on YouTube, those on Facebook, God bless you richly. Yamamu nyina kwa ababium senya munimu kuada bium asapa onyame de akyere ye na yekuada enne ye Wellness Wednesday ye besua de na ye botan ya ne se ye kasafa ye didi ho ekwan ye befa so a ye bididi ye na ya dane nieme bi ni asesa nieme bi wo abrabom ni asetenum se ne ye benya apomudene na ye nyini akye enu nti na wotwe bia no ye ba besua. And invite a friend to be part of what is going on. And I believe today you will enjoy this program. And today we're going to we are still talking about healthy eating, some of the good things we can eat, especially women as well as men and children. Food that helps the body. There are so many food out there, but not all the food are equally created. Some are not good, some are great. And so we are still talking about healthy food and the benefits. So today we'll be talking about salmon. I think this is one of the commonest fish we all know. We want to learn, we want to look at how the importance of salmon and how to even cook it or steam it. So today, relax, tenase. Na ye nyina yenhwe adehye and we say ene ebe nshira bebree. So the topic for today is salmon. Salmon yɛ nam a nso obiara nim. Ti nnɛ no yɛbɛhwɛ ɛho mfasoɔ ne nea yɛnya firi mu. So we are looking at the healthy benefits of salmon. It's one of the fish which is recommended, which is good, that we need to eat them more or better than the other ones because not all the fishes are the same. And of course, this is one of the fishes recommended in the Bible. We should eat fish with scales. So salmon has scales. It is good for the body. It has so many benefits. So that's what we are looking at today. And then you see salmon home for so Bible cracker say, see a very nama nama skills wɔ nti salmon yɛ one of ɛnam a scales wɔ ho a ɛm sɛ yɛbɔ ho dawuro sɛ yɛ good na ɛnɛ no yɛpɛ sɛ yɛsua adeɛ kakra ɛfiri mu. So salmon, as we all know, it's high in protein. It's a whopper protein. One of the things, some of the food you want to eat for protein, to get protein, is salmon. It has protein and omega-3 fatty acid that provides well-documented benefits for the heart and brain. Now, research talks more about the benefits of salmon. And some of the benefits is that it is full of protein, omega-3 fatty acid, and is good for the heart and the brain. So we are not just eating it for eating sake, but we are eating for the medicinal value or the what we get from salmon. Ti salmon ye nambia bohu de ru yɛwe nyina ne yɛnim sɛ yɛade papa ne yɛwe na adesua ma me yɛhu sɛ wowie a ɛboa w'akoma ɛna ɛboa w'adwene nso so. So wild salmon is a great choice. Salmon also we have different ones. And the wild one, we have the farm raised. And the wild one is great choice. And farm salmon is a good alternative. If you cannot get the wild cat, the farm raised is okay, but not the best. Women of childbearing age and young children should continue to eat fish known to be low in contamination. The reason why we recommend the wild salmon is that it is less contaminated as compared to the farm raised, and which is good for women, especially nursing mothers and young children. It is also lower in calories. When we talk about salmon, well, that's one of the benefits. It's low in calories and it has substantially less saturated fat. Talking about the wild salmon, it has less saturated fat. It's also a really versatile food and can be cooked and seasoned in many ways. Tuhwɛ a salmon no, wotumi de yɛ nneɛma bebree. Wotumi toto, wotumi noa, wotumi yɛ no nneɛma ahodoɔ bebree. But we should know which one is best. Nti salmon a yɛka ho asɛm na ɛyɛ ɛboa nipadua no, but research nso ama yɛhu sɛ wowe wild cat ne efi ɛpo mu paa no a ɛno yɛ paa ɛnyɛ nea wɔn ahyɛ da yɛn no ɛno na wɔmfrɛ no farm raised. Wɔmhyɛ da de chemicals ne nneɛma bi de ma wɔn di sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ wɔn bɛyɛ kɛseɛ ntɛm. Ɛno no ɛyɛ ara, but ɛyɛ ana ɛno no anwa wɔ mu dodo. Ti na yɛka sɛ wild cat no ɛyɛ much better than the farm raised. Can you eat salmon every day? These are some of the questions we need to know, we need to answer. People ask them because it is good. Doesn't mean we should eat them every day. You see, at the end, generally speaking, eating salmon every day is not always recommended. It is good, but it is not advisable to eat salmon every day. 2 to 3 times a week is recommended. If you want to enjoy salmon, after 3 times in a week or twice in a week, it's okay to eat it. Fish and shellfish in this category, such as salmon, catfish, tilapia, lobster, and scallops, are safe to eat 2 to 3 times a week, or 8 to 12 ounces per week, according to research. So we have to know the implications. When we are eating salmon, we are enjoying them. We also have to understand the implications. So it's not always good to eat salmon, but 2 to 3 times in a week, it's okay. The salmon I can want some but the streams is one my who say, any quite say we didn't need a beer because they are now a fat in it also, especially the ones that are near a woman can shed in farm region. Nti no benya unwini de pia 3 times, 2 times a week. It's okay. Now the rest of the week, now one you can enjoy plant proteins. Plant proteins are also good, especially legumes, beans, and all those things, peanuts, and all those things. They are all full of proteins, which is equally good for the body. So that is salmon. Let's continue. What is the healthiest? The healthiest salmon. You see, the Atlantic salmon is typically, it's okay, but the Pacific one is healthiest. We have some of the salmon, they come from the Pacific, and some are also from the Atlantic. But according to research, you can see on the screen, there are different types of them. See, but the one that is from the Pacific, caught from the Pacific, that is much better. That is the wild cat. All the others are human produce. A lot of chemicals and other things have been added. So you want to choose, if you can afford, you want to choose the wild cat, which is, I think, a little expensive. But I always say, invest into your health. Health is very important. If you have health, you have good life. Your health is your wealth. So why don't you invest in your health? If you can afford, get the wildcat. It's not all that expensive, but at least it's a little higher than the farm raised. Ain't no yɛhwɛ mu salmon no efifi baabi bia bebree, ebi fi Atlantic no mu, ebi nso fi Pacific no mu. Na ɔmo ama yɛhu sɛ deɛ efi Pacific mu no, ɛno no na ɛyɛ healthier. Yeah, because it's wild. The fish eat natural things in the sea. They are not giving chemicals, just like the farm raised. So it is recommended that we eat the one from the Pacific, which is much healthier and much better than the farm raised. Should you eat salmon skin? That's some of the questions people ask. Yes, it's okay. You can eat the skin. When cooked properly, salmon skin has a crispy, salty bite. So all you need is to cook it well. I know in some places, especially where I was before in Japan, they eat the skin. They separate it from the main fish and they sell it out there. And they have a way of cooking the skin of the salmon and they enjoy it much better. However, before eating the skin, it's important to take a few precautions. Although the skin is okay, but there are some precautions. Depending on where your fish came from, it may contain environmental toxins, especially if it's farm raised or if it's raised from other places than the one from the main sea. When you get the one from the main sea, you're just fine. But apart from that, wherever you get your salmon from, you have to be very careful because the skin might not be very good for eating. But if you get it from Pacific, from wild caught, that is fine. That is okay. The nutritional value of salmon can vary slightly amongst the varieties. For example, the farm salmon contains slightly more healthy fats and calories, whereas wild caught salmon is a bit higher in protein. So that is another difference between the wild caught and the farm raised. The wild caught has less fat and it has more proteins. Unlike the other one that is raised, that one has more fats in that one because of the chemicals and all the other things they give to the fish. So it tends to be more fattier than the one that is from the sea, the real sea. So want to encourage you, but see, encourage you. So salmon, so bit me, I'll be near, dear, near a free a pumu pa no, and no, Ebi so we ne hono no. Skin salmon hono no. Ebi hyɛ da noa. Ya baabi a ne yɛwɔ ɛwɔ Japan sɛ wɔn wɔ wokɔ store a wɔn ahyɛ da yiyi ne hono no agu nkyɛn a wɔn tɔn. Nkurɔfoɔ kɔtɔ no. Wɔn nso so wɔn wɔ kwan a wɔn fa so wɔn de noa. Wɔn toto na ayɛ kama. Ɛm sɛ Japan foɔ nso so deɛ wɔn deɛ no wɔn kyi firi nsuo no mu fresh. Nti ɛhɔ no most of the time they don't cook the salmon. They eat it raw. Actually, that is how salmon is supposed to be eaten. If you want to get all the benefit, the omega-3 fatty acid, it is not supposed to be cooked. Or even if you cook it, maybe minimal. You don't overcook it. So in Japan, they eat it raw. They have their sauce, and it's so fresh and so beautiful looking. But I never tried it because I cannot eat it raw. And so I know a lot of people cannot also eat it raw. But if you can eat it raw, that is good because it has a lot of health benefits. So let's move on and see what's there for us. Importance of eating salmon. Salmon, dear. It is high in selenium. Apart from omega-3 fatty acid, it is also high in selenium, an important nutrient that is involved in our DNA and in thyroid hormones, metabolism, and then reproductive health. So there is this chemical in salmon called the selenium, which is good for our reproduction system, especially women. It is good for us to enjoy salmon. But hey, remember, go for the wild cat. It's also a great source of omega fatty acid, a type of heart healthy fat that can decrease inflammation and support the brain. Just like I said before, it has a lot of benefits. It's good for you, it's good for me. Everybody can enjoy, children can enjoy, everybody. It is good, it is recommended, it is great. But also understand the precautions when you are eating them. Ti salmon yadeɛ bi a ɛho wɔ mfasoɔ nneɛma papa wɔ mu. Ebi ne nea yɛka ho asɛm a ɛyɛ selenium no. Ɛno nso so yɛ chemical bi a ɛwɔ mu a ɛboa adwene, ɛboa mmaa, ɛboa ma wotumi burn fat, ɛna ɛboa with thyroid production. Nti ne nyinaa yɛ nneɛma bi a adesua wɔn atena ase esua ho sɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa ɛboa. A great also it supports our brain functioning. Adwene no nso so hia ahoɔden. Adwene no hia apɔmudene. Nti salmon nso so nyame de nneɛma bi ahyehyɛ mu a wowe a ɛboa w'adwene. Nti no ɛyɛ sɛ yɛbɛdi. Mmɔfra, mmarima, mmaa, obiara tumi di. Mothers, nursing mothers, it's good for you. And pregnant women, it's also great for consumption. And then salmon is rich in vitamin B12, one of the essential vitamins we need in the body. And it's found in salmon, which is necessary for producing red blood cells. Wow. And regulating the health of the central nervous system. So salmon is good for the red blood cells because of the B12 vitamin in the salmon. Isn't it so amazing? See the way God makes provision for us. It's so amazing from nature. It's so amazing. So we need to understand all these things and enjoy them. And to show salmon, adeɛ baako a yɛnya firi mu nso yɛ vitamin B12. Na sɛnea adesua si kyerɛ no, ɛboa yɛn mogya no. Ɛboa mogya no. Ɛna ɛboa ma yɛ central nervous system, nipadua no mu nyinaa no, ɛboa. Ba no ara ne sɛ wobɛhu kwan a bɛfa so a wobɛdi, ɛne sɛnea wobɛnoa no. Na woanya mu mfasoɔ no. Ɛna wonwi ne bebree sɛnea mdii kan kaeɛ no. Woahu time ne time a ɛwɔ sɛ wowe. And then wild salmon contains more potassium. That's another good nutrient in salmon, especially the wild caught. It has potassium which is even more than the amount of potassium in banana. That is what research indicates. And if you need potassium, salmon is another way of getting potassium into your system. It is good for the bones and the brains and other parts of the organ, which is necessary for development and especially for our children also. So give your children salmon, it's good for them. mmɔfra nyinaa nwe bi because we a ɛboa paa. Salmon yɛ aduane a ɛyɛ ɛwɔ sɛ obiara di bi. Nti no, that is it. Importance of eating salmon again. You see, the potassium in the salmon helps manage your blood pressure and reduces the risk of stroke. That is what research indicates. So as you eat it, it helps with your blood pressure and reduces the risk of stroke. Studies also suggest that including salmon in your diet might improve brain functioning. I think we all know, we all understand. Say boy adwene be bebree na boy yakoma so the heart also needs it. The akoma ne adwene ne nyina owi a eboa. Fatty fish and fish oil have been found to protect fetal brain health during pregnancy. It slows cognitive decline and preserve brain functioning. Nti abaatan no so a wɔn ɛpɛ sɛ wɔn wa na wɔn nyinsɛn no so no, salmon ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛboa paa, ɛboa abɔfra no a ɔwɔ womb no, ɛboa no bebree. Nti wohwɛ a America ha sɛ mu sɛ salmon deɛ amanfoɔ di, but once again, it is not good to overeat. Too much of everything is bad. And know how to eat it and when to eat it also. It is extremely versatile. It can be steamed. You can steam salmon. You can saute. You can smoke. You can grill. You can bake, or you can punch it. It can also be used raw in sushi and other food. That's why I was saying that back then in Japan they eat it raw because salmon, the best way to enjoy salmon is to eat it raw, but it is not very popular with us here. So we steam it, which is okay, but don't overcook, don't over steam. There are many ways you can cook your salmon. There are so many recipes out there. You can look, you can watch, you can learn. And today I'm going to show you, I'll be showing you shortly how I make my salmon. There is a video behind us. After this, I'll be showing you how I cook my salmon and you will enjoy it. And you know, and then the person will be a share bibi. Nti ɛnɛ no sɛnea aka no salmon ho mfasoɔ bebree ne ɛbobɔbobɔ so no ɛyɛ ma abaatan wɔn a wɔn nyinsɛn mmɔfra ɛyɛ ma obiara. It protects brain. It is good and you can use it for everything. Baabi a nea wopɛ sɛ wode yɛ bia wobɛtumi ne salmon ayɛ na wotumi anoa ne sɛnea wopɛ so. Nti incorporating salmon in your diet, it's good, it's important. Use canned. So even if you don't get the fresh one or the smoked one from the store or the market, we also have canned one. The canned salmon is another good option in place of tuna when making tuna salad with healthy mayo. So that's another option. We have the canned salmon, which is equally good. I use that one especially when I'm making my spinach stew. One day I'll share with you how I make my spinach stew. I use the canned salmon to make my spinach stew, which is also one of the delicious meals you can make. And then combo salad with canned salad, hard-boiled eggs, avocado, lettuce, and tomatoes. You can also use it, add it to your salad, and then you also get a good combination, especially if you want protein in your salad. That's another way to add it to your meals. You can add salmon to your salad, and that's another way to get your protein in your food. And then enjoy smoked salmon and cream cheese on sprouted grain bread with cucumbers and tomato sauce. So if you are a sandwich person, if you like to eat sandwich most of the time, that's another option. You can smoke the salmon or you can buy it from the store and you can add your cheese and sprouted grain bread, especially rye bread or the sourdough bread. These are healthy bread out there to enjoy. Apart from Ezekiel bread, look out for the sourdough. It is made of beneficial ingredients. And then the rye bread. It's hard, but it's good. Don't be scared when you go and you see how hard it is. It is very good. So when you go to the store, look out for rye bread, R-Y-E, rye bread, or sourdough. It is out there. It's very common at the supermarket or the healthy food stores. When you go there, they are out there. Try them. I've tried them. They are very good. They are good. And so you can try them and use them for your sandwich. It is healthier and better. And then try making grilled salmon with avocado sauce. You can make your own avocado sauce. You can blend avocado with other spices like pepper, garlic, whatever, turmeric, and any other spices that you want. Blend them together with avocado, and then you can mix it with your salmon, and then you bake it. It's also another delicious way to enjoy your salmon. And so, salmon has so many ways you can cook them. You can also bake a herb crusted salmon with a side of veggies. Yeah, you can get your salmon and put a whole lot of veggies and you bake them all together. It is also one of the ways to cook it and enjoy it with the family. Nti salmon no they are kwan bebree wɔ hɔ a wobɛtumi de salmon aka w'aduane ho ɛna makyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ woanya fresh one a wobɛtumi ayi so canned one no ɛyɛ wobɛtumi de ayɛ stew wobɛtumi ayɛ your spinach stew, especially we my people, my Africans, we love to make spinach stew, so you can wobɛtumi de ɛno so bi ayɛ ɛna afei so wobɛtumi de ayɛ salad. And I'm saying, and I make an me for avocado. Now I'm blended with the ingredients, mako jene, tomatoes, spices, beer, ope, any avocado, blend it. We are now they are fast salmon. Then also so what biki. And it's also a very crispy and very delicious. So that's another way. And our faces so wait so the sandwich. So we will be our type of sandwich bar. Instead, so we did tuna, be your sandwich, you know. We wait the salmon, so a sandwich, and also so you have a day to wait me a try and so. And our faces so wait me the account vegetables more bikini, you know. It's when you know a pine out fast one, wait me the annual salmon. Now, what done it done? The reason why you different say oh done it done send you be a different taste. You want to enjoy the different taste of the salmon with different flavors, different seasoning, because it's known that when you eat something, the same thing over and over, you get bored. You see, as human beings, we are used to variety, eating different things at different times. So that's another way you can alternate your salmon cooking, baking, sauteing in different ways with different herbs and different spices so that you don't get bored eating them. Or even sometimes your children doesn't get bored eating them so that they can get variety of taste and flavor. So that's how you can incorporate salmon into your diet. And and then I want to share with you my recipe, how I make my salmon at home. So sit down and enjoy this video, which is coming next. Today, I'm going to show you how I make my steamed salmon with my veggies. So these are the ingredients for today. The salmon with my veggies. I'm going to steam them. So I have the salmon here. I use sockeye. This is what I use. This is wild cut, so I use this one. And then I have my ingredients. I have my black pepper here. I have my salt, Himalaya here. Then I have coriander seed. It's one of the spices I love to use to cook. And then I have the cilantro leaves here. If you don't have cilantro, you can use bay leaves or any leaves you want, spices you want. And then I have here my other ingredients. I have 2 hot pepper. It depends on how hot you want the food to be or the salmon to be. So I have 2 hot pepper here. You can use 3 or more. I have a little piece of ginger here. I have my turmeric, fresh one. And then I have 3 cloves of garlic. I have my purple onion, a yellow onion. I have 2 tomatoes. I'll be blending all these ingredients, but this one I'm going to chop the tomatoes, but I'll be blending these ones together and then to put on the salmon. And then here I have my parsnip. It's like a carton of carrots. And then I have another veggie here, asparagus, which is very healthy and good for the body. I love it so much. I have my carrots.
So you can combine a lot of veggies as much as you want, and that's okay. But this is what I'm going to use for my steamed salmon for today. And I'm going to wash and clean the salmon, and then after that I'll put them in my pot here. And you can eat this with anything you want. It can be rice, it can be potatoes, it can be yam, it can be plantain, red plantain, it can be anything you want. And after, you see how delicious this one looks. Okay, right now my salmon is cleaned, and then I cut them into little pieces. So I have the salmon here, and then the other ingredients, the garlic, pepper, ginger, turmeric and salt are all blended here. And then I have my chopped onions, the red and the white onions are here. I love onions, so I use a lot of onions. And then my tomatoes are chopped. I didn't blend them, I chopped. And then I have a little piece of lime to sprinkle on it to give it flavor. We're going to marinate for about 1 hour. So I put the blended ingredients here. This is going to sit for about 1 hour before I cook it with the other veggies. Now the salmon has been marinated. You see how nice and beautiful. It's now been marinated for 1 hour. So I'm going to put it on medium heat and cook it for some time. Going to cook about for 15-20 minutes because we don't cook salmon for too long. It's going to steam for another 10 minutes and it will be done. Don't add no water, nothing. The salmon has its own water and the veggies have their own water. So no more water, nothing. You don't put no water. Bon appetit! This is my dinner. I'm done with the salmon and the veggie, the steamed one, and I'm eating it with Japanese onigiri. This is rice made up with, it is steamed and then it is wrapped with seaweed. This is it. And I'm eating it with my salmon. So you can enjoy this food with jollof rice, plantain, anything you want. You are invited. Today, I'm going to show you how I make my steamed salmon with my veggies. So these are the ingredients for today. The salmon with my veggies. I'm going to steam them. So I have the salmon here. use sockeye. This is what I use. This is wildcat, so I use this one. And then I have my ingredients. I have my black pepper here. I have my salt, Himalaya here. Then I have coriander seed. It's one of the spices I love to use to cook. And then I have the cilantro leaves here. If you don't have cilantro, you can use bay leaves or any leaves you want, spices you want. And then I have here my other ingredients. I have 2 hot pepper. It depends on how hot you want the food to be or the salmon to be. So I have 2 hot pepper here. You can use 3 or more. I have a little piece of ginger here. I have my turmeric, fresh one. And then I have 3 cloves of garlic. I have my purple onion, the yellow onion. I have 2 tomatoes. I'll be blending all these ingredients, but this one I'm going to chop the tomatoes, but I'll be blending these ones together and then to put on the salmon. And then here I have my parsnip. It's like a carton of carrots. And then I have another veggie here, asparagus, which is very healthy and good for the body. I love it so much. I have my carrots. So you can combine a lot of veggies as much as you want, and that's okay. But this is what I'm going to use for my steamed salmon for today. And I'm going to wash and clean the salmon, and then after that I'll put them in my pot here. And you can eat this with anything you want. It can be rice, it can be potatoes, it can be yam, it can be plantain, red plantain, it can be anything you want. And after, you see how delicious this one looks. Okay, right now my salmon is cleaned, and then I cut them into little pieces. So I have the salmon here, and then the other ingredients, the garlic, pepper, ginger, turmeric and salt are all blended here. And then I have my chopped onions, the red and the white onions are here. I love onions, so I use a lot of onions. And then my tomatoes are chopped. I didn't blend them, I chopped. And then I have a little piece of lime to sprinkle on it to give it flavor. We're going to marinate for about 1 hour. So I put the blended ingredients here. This is going to sit for about 1 hour before I cook it with the other veggies. Now the salmon has been marinated. You see how nice and beautiful. It's now been marinated for 1 hour. So I'm going to put it on medium heat and cook it for some time. Going to cook about for 15-20 minutes because we don't cook salmon for too long. It's going to steam for another 10 minutes and it will be done. Don't add no water, nothing. The salmon has its own water and the veggies have their own water. So no more water, nothing. You don't put no water. appetit. This is my dinner. I'm done with the salmon and the veggie, the steamed one, and I'm eating it with Japanese onigiri. This is rice made up with, it is steamed and then it is wrapped with seaweed. This is it. And I'm eating it with my salmon. So you can enjoy this food with jollof rice, plantain, anything you want. You are invited.
Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed my video for today, the how to steam salmon. So you can try it at home. It is so great. It tastes so nice. And so God bless you for watching. Minister never share BB Bebre. And you know, we are about to close. And as usual, we want to acknowledge our viewers on YouTube, on Facebook. We appreciate you so much. Send what you be just say Nudin does not appear, but we see all. Thank you very much. Go to my YouTube and subscribe, Maggie's Wellness Corner. There are other videos you can also watch there. But we want to acknowledge our viewers for today. Yamishra Mopa, those who names pop here. As usual, we have our daughter here, Mamle. God bless you, Dorcas. Good greetings, Mommy. Greetings, Dorcas. How are you? I hope you are doing great. Yes, Mommy, can't take it raw. It's true. I cannot take salmon raw. No, 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 no. When I went to Japan and they were eating, I said, oh, yeah, no, 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 I can't take it. So everybody is different. But the Japanese, they love it raw. That's what they've been eating all these years. But I cannot. So I agree with you. Mamle, I agree with you that we cannot take it raw. No, 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 no. Therefore, we need to cook ours or we need to steam. We cannot take it raw. God bless you. And then again, we have our daughter Mamle here also is Shane. Okay, new one. It says, okay, let's see what goes on. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. God bless you again. And thank you. Yeah, mommy, please, did you add did you add salt? Yes, I did. I added salt. When I was blending the ingredients, I added salt. So you can add it to your ingredients and blend, or you can just put it on straight ahead. It's okay. Yeah. So I added salt. Yeah. And then let's see. I can't take it raw. It's true. I cannot take it raw either. Oh, salt. Yeah, I blended the salt. Please, did you add? Yeah, I blended the salt. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. The salt was blended. Yeah, the salt was blended. And then let's see, please, mommy. Let's see again. Yeah. So, mommy, please. I'm fine by God's grace. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's always good to see you. God bless you and all our fathers and friends watching from the other side. God richly bless you. God bless you all watching from Canada, watching from Japan, watching from Ghana, watching from America, all over. God bless you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I know I'll see you again next week. It's always a pleasure to see you. God richly, richly bless you all for coming and have a good week, good weekend. And I know I'll see you again next week. And I know you have learned something great. God bless you. Enjoy, go and try the steamed salmon. Enjoy it. Bye bye. God richly bless you. I'll see you again next week. Bye bye.